showtime.
Wake up, everyone. 69 degrees outside. It feels absolutely wonderful. Boy, was yesterday hot. It's going to be hot again today. I'll tell you more in just a moment. But right now, it's time to get the show started. Are you ready, JC?
Good morning, I'm Jamie Cooper. This is Athens in the AM on a special edition. This morning we got the best entertainment you could possibly have this morning.
At 6
The
a.m.
Three Stooges are going to hit it this morning in here. Ready to go. Jonathan, Jerry, and Joseph back in town this morning.
Am I Mo?
Yeah, you can be. You can be.
Three J's.
Overall set two, all the way, well, Limestone County and Huntsville, a moment of bliss. Gene's good to see you, man.
Good to be back.
You got Robin, Meredith in here this morning, going to sing bright and early. Y'all got a big thing coming up this weekend over in Huntsville.
Yes, sir.
Benefiting the senior center. We'll talk to, the more I talk about the senior center, the closer I seem to be getting there. But you know what? I've signed up for Medicare now.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. We appreciate that.
I bet you do. I got measured at y'all's place the other day. Jeremy, there will have, you need a brace for any kind. You can do it. Right now, let's get with the weather, because if y'all didn't know, we didn't get any rain at our house yesterday.
A little
Shut all our
bit.
umbrellas.
We got a little bit.
Well, Todd said
Just
it came
not
a
enough to
monsoon
bother
at
him, I
his
guess.
house.
It sprinkled at mine.
I had to shut all the umbrellas, take cover, didn't see nothing but a few leaves in my pool. Weather time.
All right, let's go for it. You know, it's going to be a hot day today. Only 10% chance of those showers, so don't think we're going to get a lot of rain today. But you know what? It's 69 degrees out there, already starting to get humid. 93, 94 for your high today. It'll feel warmer than that. Tomorrow, though, that rain chance jumps up. We're going to probably, hopefully, definitely see some rain. 90 degrees. And then there's a chance of rain every day. You know, that'll change. And those are those scattered storms, so some of us will actually see some rain and some won't. And then later, look at that, we're inching down into the 80s, and you can tell football's on its way. Look at those lows sticking around the 60s. Don't forget, SaveWithGloria.com, hometown lenders. If you want to refinance, buy a house, need a new mortgage, new construction loan, they can certainly help you out. There it is. Go to SaveWithGloria.com, and it's a simple form, and they'll get you started on the process.
Boy, I can't wait to get in that Dynasplint I got measured for the other day down at Howe.
That's great.
Don't you like an enthusiastic customer?
I hear it's the most awesome feeling you could ever have.
Yeah, it is.
It can be.
You're gonna, it's going to be magical.
I talked to Danny Crawford Sunday at church. He said, you're screwed.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Jeremy, how are you?
I'm doing well,
Thank God for that.
Appreciate you
Joseph,
having
so you had a big shoot over the week?
I did. Richmond, Virginia is a beautiful place, just a long drive.
Hey, in case y'all didn't know,
Very
Joseph's a
long.
chemist, Gene, over in Huntsville. You know what he does for a living?
What's that?
He turns urine into water for astronauts.
Oh, my Lord. And you did that in Richmond, Virginia?
No.
Hey,
That's
we
what I
started
did.
making our own. I got some in the refrigerator.
Oh,
It's called Me P2.
they're not going to want any water
I'm
now.
looking for some backers on it.
Yeah, we got that.
Yeah, I'm looking for some backers.
Those are our
Hey,
stores.
I got to ask you, how'd you ride from Eddie Pruitt Ford?
It's going good, man. It's
I
beautiful.
noticed when you got up in it, you had to back up about 6 feet and then get a run and go and then just jump in it.
Yeah, they put a nice lift and some big tires on for me.
Hey, that's a big boy truck. It's
All right,
beautiful.
in case y'all wondering right now, y'all say, well, where's Bama Zack, the sportsman? He ain't here this morning. He's having his official, there he is right there. He's having his official photo taken. Roll the intro, Brad, and I'll fill in. And
the quietest
here we go.
he's ever
Sports
been.
brought to you by KFC, fried chicken, and also brought to you by Applebee's Tailgate Talk, featuring Todd DeBod on Saturday mornings from 10 to 12. I ain't going to do
And
much
others.
sports, but I will do this
You're
little
gonna
bit.
do sports?
They had a big rally last night trying to save Urban Meyer's job at Ohio State.
That's
Oh,
pathetic.
man.
Well,
Did he know?
He knew.
I mean, they're saying there's nothing to, they're blaming Paul Feinbaum and Brett McMurray for breaking the story. Y'all keeping up with this?
Oh, it's
About
horrible.
the coach up there
Yeah.
protecting the abuser? I hope they fire Urban Meyer myself. What do you think?
I would think they should.
They should.
He had to know.
Had to.
My opinion.
For
Well,
over
now
a
he's
decade.
backpedaling, blaming it on their
They blamed it
athletic
on-
director.
And then the husband, the ex-husband, blamed it on his wife. It
Yeah.
was self-defense.
You keeping up with that?
Yeah, I
Let me
strangled
fill you
her,
in.
yeah.
This guy that beat her up, he's Earl Bruce, who's
Multiple
a legendary
times.
Ohio State coach. It's his grandson. He said I was in. It wasn't my fault. I was defending myself.
9 times the police were called to their home.
Really?
Yeah, no.
He didn't have much to show
I'm
for
not
it.
buying it.
And of course, there is one other big sports story we'll talk about this morning.
Okay.
What might that be?
The Alabama quarterback situation. Jeremy, I know you're on top of this, being an Auburn fan. And what Hurt said during A-Day, Saban is probably having a field day with him today. Anyway, who's going to be the starter quarterback down there, Jeremy, since you're an Auburn fan? Could care less.
You know, I could care less.
Spoken like a true Auburn fan.
Jeremy's like,
That's
Alabama
right.
quarterback. Who's
Yeah,
that?
I knew it. And Joseph's son goes there, big Bama fan, and Joseph's eye hats him.
No, I'm not a Bama fan. I just send my son and my money there.
Yeah. But it was a big weekend.
It was a big weekend.
ESPN has been all. It's good to see Feinbaum back on the air. He called Urban Meyer fraud. That's how bad it's been, John, because you're a world traveler. That good-looking suit you got on there, all matched up. And
I saw
you going
you
to a
today.
clothing designer these days?
Yeah, I'm got to shoot after this.
Joseph, you can help me out.
Yeah, I was going to ask Joseph for some tips.
I got some workshops you can take.
Joseph's doing that these days.
We usually play a game about this time, a mini version of.
Judge
But
Jamie.
today we'll just do a very minute, because Zack ain't here to roll the intro and stuff like that. But one of the best pictures I've seen was in the Decatur Tiny this weekend. I've heard about these. You're somewhat of a farmer, aren't you?
Somewhat.
This was out of the Decatur Tiny. 3 little girls. I think they're in Danville. Raven, Dallas, and Shelby. Look at that. And they got all the chickens behind them,
That's
kind of
great.
playing to the chicken to help their mother collect
Buzzards.
eggs. But is that not a great photograph right there?
That's a good one.
They raise up over there. Jessica Murphy. They own and operate a small family farm in Danville.
I'm trying to.
Danville.
Todd is the world's worst at charades. The buzzards. I'm playing charades over here trying to tell him to get the buzzards. You guys are looking at us like, what are y'all doing?
You're
Thank
interrupting
you.
the star of the show.
I was
me,
trying to add to it.
Concentrate.
Danville.
Goodness.
We were in Danville.
Well, anyway, we're in Danville. That's right. Well, here's
Thank
the farming population in 1920 was 32 million.
Wow.
32 million families were farming in 1920. 25 million in 1950. How many were farming in 1980?
10.
6.
Ooh,
How
close.
many were farming, according to this, a couple of years ago?
Maybe 1.2.
I'll let you have it. 2 million.
All right.
Wow.
Oh, it's good to have a buzzer back in action.
That's
Farmers 65 and older outnumber those 35 and younger. Get this, 6 to 1.
My goodness.
so if you're not raising up young farmers, then it'll
They're
go
gonna be
even
gone.
lower.
That is a cute picture, though.
That is.
All right, I'm going to go to something in USA Today. And, Gene, I know you know, Meredith, this is right up your alley. Social media stars are now flocking to Walmart. They just started this yesterday at Walmarts across the country. What is the newest social media star to team up with Walmart?
Social media star.
It wasn't me.
How many followers do you have? You got a couple million?
Oh, yeah. It's way up there.
Walmart, they have now done something with Ryan, the 6-year-old boy that does toys. Have y'all heard about him?
Kid
Oh,
who
the
does
one
Do
that
you-
makes toys.
Ryan's Toy Review. Do you know, here's the question. He has his own YouTube channel. How many views a month does he get on Ryan's Toy Review? He's 6 years old.
Unbelievable.
15 million.
15 million.
26 million.
26 million.
Probably a little less. Probably 8 million.
8 million.
Say 10.
10, yeah, that's where I was going.
I-
650 million views a month.
Unbelievable.
So he reviews their toys.
Yes.
It's just his hands talking, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just him and his dad opening boxes and boxes of toys.
All you see are their hands, and they're
How fun
talking.
is
I mean, I guess
Sounds
when he
fantastic.
first started,
Yeah, it's dreamy.
he had to buy these toys and open them.
Yes.
But now aren't manufacturers?
They're
Oh, yeah,
sending
they're all
them
sending them
my
to him.
goodness.
to where they'll be reviewed.
650 million.
So how much, I wonder, did they have to spend when they first started until they got picked up? well worth it, whatever it
Probably
was.
already wealthy.
Oh, yeah.
I
Had
don't
to
know.
have
I
been.
think they're doing okay.
So Meredith, he's got you beat. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah, a little bit, just a smidgen.
But after I hear you sing this song that we're about to have in just a moment,
Oh, yeah, I
ready.
might rack up my follower count.
your social media account will go through the
About to
roof.
explode.
It will, absolutely.
There's
What
that
is-
confidence.
What is the newest selfie stick called?
You got one.
Mine's in the garage broken, I think.
What's the newest selfie stick called?
The canine selfie stick.
Really?
That way
Oh,
you
it's
can
for your
get.
dog?
It's got a ball on the end of it where your dog will actually
Follow it.
follow it.
What
Where you
can
can
you
get a
do
good
for your
picture.
kids to stand still?
Well, I don't know, but they got also shirts. Dog is my co-pilot. Be the person your dog thinks you are. So with that in mind, y'all know what the #1 selfie ever taken was, don't you?
Have
The
no
one
idea.
that Bradley Cooper took the night of the Academy Awards a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Had all those stars in it. What is the #1 canine selfie? There it is right there. What is the #1 canine selfie ever taken?
That was a good
Who
song.
determines it's number one?
Yeah.
Huh?
I guess by
Who
how
determined
much.
that picture was number one?
Well, it got the most views and
I
stuff
got you.
shared. We can do one here, probably break that record.
We should. This
Yeah.
morning.
Well,
He's all dressed up and
We'll
ready
do
to
one this
go.
morning, right?
look, you got with that outfit on, and
Look
Dory
at
won't let me
Sharp.
wear this shirt to church some more because it's got a chlorine stain from the pool on the shoulder. Oh, hold it.
Selfie
Excuse me.
time.
Well, where's it at? There it is. Ready?
See, anything goes on this show. We'll take y'all's picture in just a moment.
Pitiful.
But how many-
We'll watch the numbers.
Yeah, let's blow
How
it
many
up.
canines are in
All right,
the
we'll get five.
#1 doggy selfie of all time?
How many?
Yeah,
It's going to be 101.
One.
that's a good estimate. 3 dozen, actually. I think we got it. Yeah, there it is right there.
Wow.
Oh, that's
Oh,
funny.
that's funny. Is that at a dog shelter?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it is or not, but anyway, who knows? They took
like
it.
the
Look,
monkey one.
Every one of them was trained to look that way.
Oh, that's a good picture. Right?
Had a big
Hey, we're gonna
steak.
take
Probably
a break.
holding steak
When
up
we
here
come
and
back,
saying, hey.
Meredith is going to entertain us.
She's
We're going to talk
going
about
to.
what big event they got coming up this weekend. That's why they're over here all ready to go today. So we'll have all that going in just a moment. Y'all hang on. And back here on the program, Robin Jean with a world famous trademark on.
Hey, man, it's a rough job. Somebody's got to do it.
And Robin, thank you for the great compliment this morning. Let's talk about me for a moment. Your husband told you what when you told him where you were going?
He told me that I was going to see the Oprah of North Alabama.
Y'all heard
Tennessee.
that? The Oprah of North
right.
Alabama.
Oh, I've never
right.
heard that one.
Yeah, the Oprah of North Alabama. Great. Thank
That's
you, Robin, for
funny.
making my day.
Oh, pass it
All
along to
right,
it.
Gene, what's your claim to fame besides wearing that hat every time I see you?
Oh, I don't even know. Let's see. My claim to fame was I think I worked on Broadway for like 30-some years.
Really?
Well, that's a
Yeah,
claim to
yeah,
fame for sure.
Yeah, from 18 to, about 48, 50.
And you're in Alabama now.
Yeah.
Wow.
You did that as a full-time job?
I did. I had no other job. I worked from 18 to 48 as an actor on Broadway.
Goodness.
Did about 12 Broadway shows and a lot of other stuff. And I think about that now that I'm working a real job. You know, how did that ever happen? You know, but I think I was very blessed. So there you go.
Well, you gave that up, and what brings you to Athens, Alabama?
Just a change of life. I got tired of the rip and running. You know, it's hard. It's a hard, grinding life.
Wouldn't have a clue.
Yeah, well, it takes a lot of work, and there's a lot of people. I was just there about a month ago, and my daughter's doing what I do now, and I'm glad I'm not there.
So you did that literally every day?
I was blessed to do that every day. I did my first show was a chorus line at 18. Second show was Sophisticated Ladies with Gregory Hines, and then it just kept rolling, you know. And yeah, I don't know how that happened. I really, if I had to do it again, I'd just get out of the way and let it roll like it did. It was kind of like a ball, and it just rolled.
Now, how many shows a day would you do?
Well, we do 2 shows on the weekend. I mean, 4 shows on the weekend.
Okay.
And 2 on Wednesday, 2 on Saturday. But it was an 8-show week. Start on Tuesday, you know. And
Did you ever practice?
A lot. a lot.
Is it
That's
all,
how you got paid.
Is it all like it's built up to be? It's, that's the ultimate. It ain't like being sheriff of Limestone County. We'd love to do that.
It is all that in a bag of chips. I said I was there this week and I went to see a show. I have a goddaughter that's starring in SpongeBob.
All right.
SpongeBob on Broadway. She plays a squirrel. Go figure. But I went to see her and I took my son. She took him back on stage and I was thinking, wow. I was sitting in the audience going, wow, I used to sit up there. My son went up there and he just like was a shoe-in. He ran around like he belonged there. So
yeah,
we'll
and
see.
here you are on doing this great, fabulous morning show in Athens, Alabama.
Man,
the local version of SpongeBob.
Life changes.
Huh?
Listen,
The local version of SpongeBob.
when I bumped into you, I was right at home.
Hey. All right, Robin, are you producing this or what? What is your deal? Tell us a little bit about what is that moment of bliss.
Yes, Huntsville Met is the production company, and we are producing this show as a benefit for the Huntsville-Madison County Senior Center. And so it's the 1950s music, a lot of iconic tunes that we hope will just set people's feet tapping, bring back some good memories,
Great memories.
and hopefully bring in a lot of donations for the Senior Center.
Some great singing. Her and I sat down and went together, and we kind of conceived this thing. I did a lot of musicals. I did a Burt Bacharach musical on Broadway, and it was all music, but you had to find the best of actors because you don't have a script.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Now, Robin, where do people get tickets for this, and how much are they?
They can call 256-929-8811. That's the phone number for the box office. Or they can go to huntsvillemet.org, and there's a whole easy way to find your ticket sales. But it's this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 4 shows.
4 shows.
4 shows.
It's good to have the matinees in there, too.
Yes, matinees. 2 evening and 2 matinees.
This is at Lee High School over there near world-renowned theater room, isn't it?
Yes,
Over that
yes,
way.
yes.
How much practice do y'all have to do to put into this?
Oh, gosh.
We put in how many? A couple of months?
Yeah, at least.
So this felt good to you, huh?
It just felt like something that would feel good to do in
Yeah.
Huntsville. We got together and found some great performers and brought them to the level that I feel like they could sell the piece and make it work. It's really exciting. I would say come out and see it. It'll make your day.
What are we about to hear from Meredith? She's going to do the first song. Tell us a little bit about her.
Oh, Meredith is a powerhouse in a little bitty package. We've had the pleasure to work with Meredith on several shows. She is going to do Sweet Old Fashioned Girl, which is a great iconic tune of the 50s, and she just sells it. She does a great job.
Well, let's go a little bit local and loving it right now. Let's hear from Meredith in just a few seconds. Y'all hang on.
Local and loving it.
Scooby-Doo-be-doo, doesn't anybody want to meet a sweet old-fashioned girl? Scooby-Doo-be-dum, doesn't anybody care about a sweet old-fashioned pearl? Scooby-Doo-be-dum, who's a frantic little bopper in some sloppy socks, just a crazy rock and rollin' little Goldilocks. Doesn't anybody care about a sweet old-fashioned girl? Doesn't anybody want to take a nice old-fashioned walk? Scooby-Dooby-Dum, doesn't anybody want to talk some nice old-fashioned talk? Scooby-Dooby-Dum, take a walk around the corner where the cats all stop, where you'll take the juicy ribs and then you'll dance and bop. Doesn't anybody want to take a nice old-fashioned walk?
can tell you right now, Meredith, your social media just went through the roof.
Ooh, good to hear it. Maybe I'll be Ryan.
That was awesome. So how long you been singing a little bit?
I've been doing musicals since I was like 6 or 7 years old.
8 or 9 now?
13. I'm just kidding. I'm in
Yeah,
college.
okay, I was going to say. Well, yeah. So how often do you do this? You love doing this, I guess, because you're very good at this.
I haven't really stopped since I was 6 or 7.
Really?
I just kept doing it.
Well, what's it like hanging out with Gene and Robin all the time?
Oh, well, I've recently started hanging out with them all the time, and it's been an incredible blessing. They're both really great mentors. It's a blessing.
So what do you want to be when you get to be 14 or 15?
Probably just keep doing this, honestly, if I can.
Well, awesome. Thanks for coming. I need you to do one thing for me,
Okay.
since you got that great voice. I want you to stand up right here, and on the count of 3, I just want you to sing in your best voice, Local and Loving It. Can you say that?
Maybe.
That's our slogan, Local and
Oh,
Loving It.
okay. You want me to sing it, though?
Yeah, just Local and Loving It. You think you can do that?
Local and loving ye.
Okay, but I'm about ready. Okay, you ready? Now go.
I do it again?
Yeah, go it again. Here we go.
Local and loving ye.
And thank you very much. We'll be right back.
Local and loving it.
Of course he does. Good morning, everyone. Wake up, wake up, wake up. 68, 69 degrees already out there this morning. Going to be a warm day, 93 for that high temperature. Only a 10% chance of rain, so today is more than likely not the day you're going to see a pop-up shower. But the temperature is sticking around those 93, 94 degrees. It'll feel warmer, too, with the heat index. Tomorrow, we do have rain in the forecast, 90 for that high, and a chance of rain every day the rest of the week. Right there.
Hey, I forgot to do this the other day. I'm going to go to a couple of photographs right now. I don't know what's coming up first, Brad, but Sheriff, the old Snake Road last week ran into
Yeah.
Judge Jerry Batts. They ran at the end of the road.
Fine.
What an incredible individual. And I did not know this about him, and Wayne Wolf told me. Jerry Batts was a cheerleader at Auburn University during the Bama punt game.
Nice.
I did not know that. Did you know that, Mike?
Yes, I think he's going back to Cambridge.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that when you give Sheriff Blakely's in. We'll talk. But what an outstanding individual, and nobody has ever said anything but that about him. He is
He's a
just
great guy.
great guy.
Great man.
All right, what's next? What else I got?
Guess who that is?
This guy, right, we went to a funeral. Wade Lipscomb died. Wade was over, did you know Wade, Jeremy? He was over the athletic departments of Huntsville High for years, but he was also at New Hope from 69 to 71. And Nancy Worley. Mike, did you ever know Wade? He was Nancy Worley's longtime partner, 49 years. Nancy was there. Well, he died of cancer. First person I see after I saw Fathead Rick Davis, my old buddy from sports over at Huntsville, saw this guy. He said, Jamie, you remember me? I said, let me think a minute. He said, you talk about me all the time. Gilmer Ellis from Danville, Alabama. His first job out of college was at New Hope High School. Guess who got the first whooping ever by Gilmer Ellis right out of college? The one and only legendary Jamie Cooper. So
He
I seen
didn't
that-
remember
I
it.
seen that picture and text, and I said, thanks for the whipping. Well, and then one more, I
He
got to show
paddled
this.
many.
Now, we don't eat like this often,
in.
but Joan Simmons made me some fried okra. Gloria made some pintos, and she made me some cornbread. Joan did. That's what I had for lunch yesterday.
Avocado,
That
chicken,
was. I did have
mac and
unsweet.
cheese.
I did have unsweetened tea to go with it.
Any leftover?
You did. No.
Hey,
And let me tell you how nice Jamie Cooper is. He wanted a second plate, so he gets the remaining of the okra and beans, and he mixes it all together. And he goes, "Would you like some?" I was like,
Hold it.
It all
"No,
goes the same.
gross."
Now, you know what I'm going to have today? She went by yesterday, picked up some milk. We don't do dairy too much. Now, today, Gene, I know it's going to make you, and Mike, it's going to make y'all hungry. I will take the cornbread and the pintos. You do that too?
I just like a wet Pintos.
Mix them together in the milk and then eat them and drink them. That's
So
some
you
good
mix all
stuff.
three together?
I mix it all together.
That's what you call a redneck lunch. I am not kidding you.
You may as well just blend it, and it's like you feed it to people with no teeth.
Well, I figure the older they get, they don't have no teeth anyway, so I just got to get done. Now,
It's disgusting, isn't it,
Sheriff
Meredith?
Blakely
Thank
did
you.
leave these up here for us to eat. Pork brains with milk gravy.
Well, that's
Always
that's
a treat.
worse. Yeah, it's early. You're going to make some folks sick. They haven't had breakfast
Jeremy, my
yet.
type of redneck, man.
Yeah, I don't know about that though.
Yeah.
Pork brains is
Well, you notice we ain't eating.
still sitting there.
Sheriff says
All right,
that.
what's happening down here? You got a new location right down the road here on Highway 72. So what's happening?
Well, we just
Expanding.
we're expanding. We got offices. We opened one up in Pulaski, Tennessee. I guess officially a couple of weeks ago. We got the numbers accreditation. Opening one up in Birmingham,
Have one in Coleman.
Coleman. Just trying to get folks in to help them out with backs, knees, anything.
For the people not familiar what you do, what do you guys offer?
Well, we have an orthotics and prosthetics company, so we end up taking care of any patient's needs for back braces, knee braces, anybody who's in pain, like yourself.
Oh,
knee
thanks for
pain.
bringing me up.
Go in and check to see
So
your
you guys
doctor.
are lifesavers when people are in pain, let me tell you. Because we've heard, since you guys helped Jamie, he has the brace, which the braces that he absolutely loves for his knees. Those black braces that you have told a lot of people about. And just the compression.
Just because
muscles, I
I'm crippled
guess.
don't mean you got to pick on me the whole time. And
Well,
going
I
back-
haven't had to use their services
I'm not
yet.
as healthy as Sheriff is. When my knee didn't turn out too good, even though I healed real well, I healed too quickly. So now I'm going back for my third round.
Superhero strength. You're healing too quick.
That's what Dr. Eric Stanford tells me.
That's the excuse they're using. Really,
Yeah.
he doesn't sit down. He stands up constantly, so that's why his
probably.
knee is good at being straight, but he's horrible at
It's
bending.
just superhuman strength, basically,
that's
what it is. Jonathan, you started this, you and Jeremy when?
We started this business, about over 10 years ago.
Wow.
And then we've sold,
Right.
a couple different times. And we just, every time we've added and gotten a little bit better at it. And we try to go into communities and support that area because there's a lot of need. A lot of people don't realize how many people walk around with amputations, hurt backs, need knee braces, diabetic shoes, stuff like that.
A
And
lot
we're
of
the
people.
local guys here in Athens, Limestone County.
So instead of going to Walmart trying to save a little money on getting a brace,
Those aren't the same kind of braces. Those don't even compare.
you ain't wearing one.
But I've talked to Jonathan. When you see all those commercials, no, I'm not wearing one. When you see all those commercials about, buy this, it's got that special cover,
Oh, yeah.
special stuff in it.
Yeah.
It's not.
You
the
got to be
Medicare
aware of those
ones.
commercials because you don't know what you're getting. It may not be a good medical grade product that's going to last.
Now, are you guys affiliated with any surgical group here in North Alabama?
We're owned by ourselves. We don't have any ties to any company, so we serve any orthopedic practice. All the patient has to do is choose how, because you do have a choice. A physician can prescribe whatever, but you have a
So if
say.
a doctor says you need to get a brace and recommend some companies,
so
they
come
can't
down to
use
How
you.
Medical, absolutely.
Correct.
Yeah, come down to the local guys.
In most cases, now, the
We're local and loving it.
insurance covers that.
You are.
I got a great
Hear
girl
that?
singing my
Trying to get my voice where I can do something.
The insurance covers most of this.
Absolutely. We'll check all benefits up front, no surprises. If you do have a high deductible or something, we'll work with you. But for the most part, we do take
Got
all
a
insurance.
perfectly trained staff down there.
Hey, they're
Well,
good staff.
we try.
It's like
they're
fighting
good- they're
lions
good guys.
some days, like a
They're good
circus.
Is it true that Andy Jackson may wear a pair of tennis shoes every now and then?
Never. Never.
I've only
He's
been
down,
in
Or get a haircut.
he's at a conference at the beach
Yeah.
we sent him to down in.
wearing cowboy
He
boots.
sent a picture
Does
of
he?
boots and a
He has
Speedo.
his.
Hey, I'd like to see that.
I'm glad we don't have that for this
That'd
morning.
be funny.
Hey, I want to say this first. A couple weeks ago, I posted something on Facebook, you guys made a couple so happy. There was a lady that was had her leg amputated, and it was going to be several weeks before she could get in, and they called us and said, please, 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 her birthday party's Saturday. Can you do anything to get y'all in? And I contacted Jonathan, and he's like, we'll take care of it. And you guys got her in, and they sent pictures. Now, she's got her
Hugging
new
leg.
leg on, and she's just ecstatic, and that was so sweet. Thank you guys for
You
that.
people really have a leg up on the competition.
Yeah, we
like to see that.
we like to see that.
I mean,
Yeah.
she was so happy.
Well, y'all been advertising with us a long time, so I'm just glad we can be a little bit a part of y'all's success. Let's talk about one other thing that you're very passionate about, is that's HIC.
Oh, Hunters in
Not
Christ.
making fun of me and Jeremy for eating Pintos the way we do.
It's HIC, not HICK.
But it's HIC.
Yeah, HIC.
Hunting in Christ.
Hunters in Christ.
Hunters in Christ.
That's right.
What's the latest with that venue?
Everything's going great. We did some great mission work this year. We went to Nicaragua. We were helping out in Venezuela. And we have some destinations that we've already lined up for this year to go hunting. And when we go there, we try to do talks and spread the gospel. That's our main, is just tell people about Jesus Christ and what he's done. And so that's definitely passion, because it includes the outdoors, God's creation, and our passion for the Bible, God's Word. So it's good. It's going good. It's huntersinchrist.com. People can go and follow and see the.
I mean, going to get bigger.
Yeah. We're working on doing some video footage. We've videoed quite a few hunts and events, and so.
Now, when you say hunts, these are some big hunts.
Yeah, bear hunting, elk hunting, deer hunting, a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Anything else we need to know about Hal right down the road here on Highway 72? Right
Pick
before
your
you get to
local
306, they're right there.
Just when your doctor says, hey, you need a brace, choose Hal. Come down and see us.
You
take
don't
care of
have
you.
to go to Huntsville.
And we're talking about any type of brace.
That's right.
If you guys would like to go over and join Gene, he's about to put a show on over here. A man who spent his whole career on Broadway now has really hit the pinnacle. He's doing Cooper and Company Live in Athens, Alabama. Let's go there now, local and loaded. Y'all hang on.
Local and loving.
Many a tear has to fall, but it's all in the game. All in a wonderful game that we know as love. You've had words with him, and your future's looking dim. But these things, your heart can rise above. Once in a while he won't call, but it's all in the game. Soon he'll be there with a smile and a sweet bouquet, and then he'll kiss your lips and caress your waiting fingertips, and your heart will fly away. Soon he'll be there with a smile and a sweet bouquet, and then he'll kiss your lips and caress your waiting fingertips, and your heart will fly away.
All right. I got the hookup from
What are
the
you, a
sheriff.
regular garden
And they're
man?
good. No, I didn't raise them. Some guy gave them
He
to
made
us.
some
But
salt
these are the
buns.
best.
You can talk now, Mike. We're back on the air now. Sheriff Mike Blakely, in case y'all didn't know, got him a new hat, too, up here this morning. Jeremy
Looking
just said how much he
good.
admired
Looking
it. That is a good looking hat. Is that a new one?
Preston's Western right across the street.
Hey, they got a lot to choose from.
They have one that fit?
Well, this is it.
Is that more of a
Might be a little
lightweight?
bit big for you, but I mean,
It's like a lightweight summer hat.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I ain't
good.
put no hat on this hair.
I know
He
it, but
needs
might
to,
mess it
doesn't
up.
Yeah, well, how are you, Sheriff?
Doing great, doing great.
Are you, is it true you might consider running for re-election?
Well, we'll be on the ballot November the 6th. And we're having a big political rally.
That's what I got right here. It invites every old-fashioned political rally.
Hey,
What is
no
an
one knows how to do it
old-fashioned
better than
political
him.
rally?
You know, they've been, a lot of organizations want to have a forum, and nobody comes to them. So we
We
decided,
found that out.
we decided we would have an old-fashioned political rally. When I was a kid growing up, every community had a political rally where they would have either goat stew, fish fry, or something like that, and all the candidates come out and get up and speak. So we've invited, and I really think we're probably going to have 99% of all of our state candidates. They'll be out there, local candidates.
Well, there'll be thousands of people showing
Well,
up for
I
this.
hope there is. We're going to have goat stew, hot dogs, hamburgers, free pony rides for kids. And Bill Swindell and Tina, their band is going to be playing. And I've got Stephen Young and their gospel quartet's going to be playing. So, but the good thing about these is the candidates have an opportunity to get out and press the flesh and really
What'd you
meet.
say? Press the flesh.
Press the flesh, shake hands, and ask.
Press the flesh. I ain't heard that one.
Ask the constituents for their vote. I mean,
Constituents. Boy, you pull it out all. Next you'll be high-hat.
Rick and Bubba call it
I got
dipping
the
your in.
dictionary out this morning, looked at some words to impress everybody
You
with.
gonna have some state candidates there too?
Yes, I at the sheriff's conference, talked with the governor, talked with Walt Maddox, who is running for governor on the Democrat
Raised as much
ticket.
money as Ivy had last
Well,
month.
I talked to both attorney general candidates, and so I think all of them is going to show up. I mean, it'd be to their advantage that they do, because we're going to have a good crowd out there.
Well, now, when you win again, this will be, how many years have you already been in there? 30 what?
This is my 36th, and I've been blessed, and you know, and I,
So you're going for 40?
Yes, sir. I mean, I've got to get reelected, though. I mean, I've got, and that's why hopefully I'll be out.
Do you even have an opponent?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, he must be hiding under a rock,
Well,
because I ain't heard nothing from him.
But the thing, well, you haven't heard nothing from me getting out campaigning either. I mean,
Well,
because it really, I mean, when you
It
look
was
for
too
the general election, everybody starts around Labor Day, and that's when we'll start putting out signs, and when we'll start getting out. Of course, you know, we'll campaign every day if you're in
Oh,
office.
yeah, your opponent probably has that
I've
great
seen-
Republican Party of Limestone County supporting him.
Well, I'm sure he does. I mean,
They're
and that-
about as worthless
Lucky
as
him.
tits on a boar hog.
you got that word from me.
I sure did, but I'll just tell you the truth about it. That's the way it is.
Well, you know, I mean, anytime you're running, you've got to run there's only two ways you can run, and that's either unopposed or scared. So I'm run scared every time I run.
Is
because
it true you told me, and I know it is because you told me this, you said that when you run an election, you always prepare a concession speech?
I have never went up to the courthouse on election night with a prepared victory speech. I've always went up there, tried to have me a good speech in case I lost, because I wanted to lose. You know, I don't want to lose, but if I ever lost, I want to be able to be graceful about it, because, you know, that's a bitter pill to swallow. And, you know, and it's,
How would you know?
huh? Listen,
How would you know?
I can guarantee you that I've lost at Mumbly Peg and Domino's, and I don't like to lose anything.
All right.
We're so thrilled you haven't too, Sheriff. You've been
I
incredible.
don't know
for
what
this
we'd
area.
do without
I know.
Mike Blakely as sheriff.
Well, I've been blessed, and
Hey, I got to mention
He's
something. I told a
blessed
story about you
many.
the other day. In case y'all don't know this, I'm also doing a radio show now. I forgot to mention it. Every Friday morning, I'm next door on V&E, and we call it Anderson Cooper Straight Talk.
Oh.
I'm on from 6 to... I'm on from 6...
well, you kind of look like Anderson Cooper.
I know. I was going to call it Anderson Cooper. And I said, well, wait a minute. I said, we're not the gay one. I said, we'll call it Straight Talk. So anyway, I was telling the story last week about the Klan. Because we had Johnny
When you did a
Godby up here,
story.
who retired from Decatur Daily.
31.
Well, he and I didn't know each other then, but we covered the same story. I think you were a trooper then, the Tommy Lee Hines thing, back in the late 70s.
Yeah, I had to go pick him up every morning and take him to Coleman.
And they moved it to Tacoma. But that was one of the biggest That's when the Klan, and I told the story, I told it on the radio I'm on every Friday morning from 6 to 7 on, what is it, 92.5?
BNN.
Over there, and I said, it's the biggest cross I've ever seen burn. It's like 40 feet, 10,000 people. The Klan was at its height. I'm shooting film for Channel 31. I go up there with my camera. They're all circled around, I think it's Bill Wilkerson, who was the
He's from Arkansas.
Grand Cyclops or whatever.
Exalted.
What was he, Exalted Cyclops? Top dude.
Grand Dragon.
He's over in Belize now. I read a story on him. He's bigger than Grand Wizard, Brad. And of course, heard this style of time, but all these guys, they stand there with the fancy robes. And they're standing there with the guns. And one of the guys says, hey, Jamie. I said, hey, John Robert, he got us from New Hope. But you remember that was huge, wasn't it?
As a matter of fact, down there,
scary.
when they had a little clash in Coleman, and we were basically staying at all the SWAT team and the riot squad with the troopers were staying down in the basement of the courthouse, and they had both factions, the Klan and the NAACP, kind of clashed out there, and kind of same as you're talking about. I'm out there, and we had to go out there to separate the crowd, and all of a sudden, Tony Grigsby. I said, Tony, what are you doing there? You get your butt home, boy.
He wasn't in the outfit, was he?
Yes.
He denied that until the day he died.
No, he was there. I mean, Tony, I liked old Tony, but bless his heart, he was down there, had his hood, his robe on.
But that was something back in those days. All right, Joseph, beat that story.
That's nuts.
I can't beat that story.
Now, you just got back from, you were gone last week, went to Doc You Pay.
I was shooting a commercial gig for a sleep aid medication. So here's the deal.
Did you bring us back?
No. I didn't have to act very hard because I had driven 12 hours to get there, get in the bed, get up the next morning, drive to the fitting most of the day. I didn't think it was going to be that long. So for me to sit there and act sleepy was not that hard, just being honest. And so yeah, it was a good shoot. I'll be anxious to see. They did a 3D rendering of my head. I mean, yeah, it was hilarious, Gloria, seriously.
It's still funny.
One of those deals where they rotate you and they take like 60 pictures of your head, and then about 2 hours later they had
Not
this.
many people can say that, 3D rendering of their head.
No, it was pretty creepy looking. I mean, I told the guy, you know, this guy does this for a living, and he's sitting there in front of this giant monitor, and he's kind of proud to show it off, and the producer's standing there, and I said, I kind of just said it without thinking. I said, well, I'm just going to say it. I said, that's creepy. And then I said, well, I mean that in a good way. I said, it looks really good, but it was weird.
Hey, Mike, I got on this political rally, I'm going to be the first to ask you. You know what Joseph does for a living, don't you?
Yes.
Turns urine into water. Well, we started our own. It's called Me-P2. There's some up in the refrigerator. What let us supply all the water?
BP2.
Me-P2.
Just say no, Mike.
I think
We're making our own.
I think we'll pass on that.
That's a good decision,
What is it
Sheriff.
really like, Mike? We've known you forever, though. Back in those days when I met you as a trooper. But what is it like being sheriff of Limestone County?
Well, it's a lot of responsibility, but it's an opportunity to help people. You know, I've always, in my younger days, I loved kicking down doors and you know, and doing things exciting. But as you get older, you think more about the fact that the most rewarding fact of being sheriff is having an opportunity to help people. And I have folks come through my office every day that have either didn't know where to go, or wherever they went, they got turned down. They come by looking for advice or looking for someone to point them in the right direction. And it's when you get the chance to help people at the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
We've been in your office before, and you've taken several phone calls while we were there, and you're very accessible.
Yeah, well, you know, and that's one thing too. You know, I get so mad at some of my colleagues when I'll call another sheriff's office. You have reached the such and such county sheriff's office. This is an emergency. Hang up. You go through a tutorial for about 15 minutes, and I tell every one of them, I said, look, you know, if I would run against you in your county, and I'd have me a commercial there with a real person talking to folks instead of having to answer with a dang answer machine.
What is the basic key to your tremendous success in Limestone County?
Good people. I've been blessed with good people. I've had some of the greatest employees. You know, I'm always amazed at how dedicated and how loyal that some of them have always been throughout the years, and how much they do for the community. I mean, you know, when I first got elected, we didn't even have overtime in the budget to pay employees for overtime. It was several years that the county commission didn't even put overtime in the budget. So I've had a lot of loyal people.
I just thought of this. You remind me of Coach Saban, and I'll tell you why. I know you're a Bama fan too, but every year he wins the national championship. And every year he's got these great coaches, but every year they all leave him. So it's kind of like
I've had a bunch leave and retire, and boy, I'm tell you,
That's what I'm saying,
and
but
when
you
they
keep doing
do, hey, when they retire, it kind of you cringe because you think who's going, kind of like George Jones song,
But you always
who's going to
have
fill their shoes?
But somebody steps up, just like
Somebody
Fred.
steps up.
And all right, Sheriff Mike Blake invites everyone. Old-fashioned political rally will have time.
Mark your
What is
calendar.
today's
That's
date?
September the 8th,
Month from today. isn't it?
the Saturday after Labor Day.
Yeah.
What is today?
Month from tomorrow.
Month from tomorrow. Okay, live
Today's the
music.
7th.
All right, come out and support the candidates of your choice. But anyway, support Sheriff Mike Blakely.
vote.
We do. You
Our
should
vote.
too. All right, Joseph, we'll see you back here Thursday.
A lot of car shows. Let me put the plug in. Ardmore car shows this weekend.
That's right.
That'll be a big one to support the quarterback club. Mustang Club will be headed that way.
All right, we'll take a break for the day. We'll see y'all bright and early another day this week. Gotta go. Bye.
Bye-bye.